to welcome you to this BlockParty tutorial. Today we're going to show you how to make a spinal tower. If you didn't catch the first video in this three-part series, I recommend you check it out. Today's video will be a short and sweet tutorial, just showing you the basics of how to build a spinal tower. If you'd like a more in-depth version, video 3 will cover it in greater detail. Alright, let's get into it. A spinal tower contains three main parts: the foundation, body, and the top. And as you've probably guessed, we're going to start with the foundation. The foundation is by far the most complicated part of a spinal tower. I like to break it down into three sections. I start with two blue dominoes. The first two dominoes will determine the overall shape of your spinal tower. Today we're going to build an original spinal tower. I place them parallel with one another with enough space to place a white domino in between. Take note that in this tutorial, all white dominoes in the foundation are temporary. I will remove them later. So I place two additional blue dominoes. Next, I center a white vertical domino. Then I place two additional white dominoes. I line up the edges with the existing white domino, making sure not to touch the blue dominoes. Next, I place a vertical teal domino, then a yellow horizontal domino between the teal and the blue domino. I make sure to line up the yellow domino with the edge of the lower blue domino. I repeat the same thing on the other side, making sure that the structure is symmetric, also taking into consideration how the dominoes on the next level above will line up. Their ends must come together within the length of one horizontal domino. Next, I place a horizontal yellow domino atop a vertical teal domino, then center it at the front of the foundation. I place green dominoes between the white and yellow dominoes on both sides at the back of the foundation. I place a white domino across the center, then two existing green dominoes to link the front with the rest of the foundation. The foundation is now complete. We can move on to building the body of the spinal tower. The body is quite simple, containing only two repeating layers. I start by placing a blue domino at the back of the structure. Next, I place two green dominoes, and begin building the spine by placing two yellow dominoes. I place a clear domino at the front of the structure. Then I place two more blue dominoes, and use two orange dominoes to continue building the spine. And finally, I place two more green dominoes to link the front and make any necessary adjustments. I continue adding these levels until the tower reaches my desired height. We're now ready to build the top. The top consists of two levels of the spine without the extra pieces that do not make contact with the spine. I top off the tower with 5 dominoes. The extra weight will make the tower stronger. The tower is now complete. However, before it is toppled, it must be armed. Extra care must be taken while arming the tower, but it's actually easier than it looks. First, I gently wiggle the white domino from the back of the tower. I struggled a little in this example due to the angles needed for filming. Once the white domino is removed, the 3 white dominoes above it will typically fall. If they do not fall, gently push the white domino at the center of the tower forward until they fall. Next, I maneuver the white dominoes from beneath the tower, taking care to not touch the other dominoes. I line up the blue dominoes on both sides to make more room to work. This step is optional. Now I very gently move the teal domino forward so that the lip of the yellow domino rests upon it. Next, I slide the vertical teal dominoes in back just beyond the halfway point of the yellow domino above. I do this to adjust the pivot point of the spinal tower, which will help ensure that it tips forward. Next, I begin setting up the line of dominoes through the center of the tower. The position of the first domino is critical. It must be set far enough away to not make contact with the yellow domino, or your tower will fail. I continue building a tight, straight line of dominoes. And I'm now ready to complete the final step. Thank you for watching this BlockParty tutorial. Happy building, friends.